Hey guys, this is John from JBR Play and welcome to our introduction video for the Peacekeeper class for the For Honor beta. So the Peacekeeper, just for a quick summary, he's a member of the Knights faction, and what's really cool about the Peacekeeper is he's a dual wielder, so he has a sword in one hand and a dagger in the other. He's a very fast, agile fighter of the group, so unlike the other two, he can't take much of a hit, but he's a lot quicker on his feet and he's very fast for his attacks. He gets off some really quick combos. So if that's your kind of playstyle, the Peacekeeper is definitely for you. So now what we're going to move on to are his specific moves. On the left hand side of the screen here, we have the hero specific moves for the Peacekeeper. Let's just go through them and see what they are. The first one is Renown. Earn more renown in 1v1 fights by killing enemy heroes and getting killing streaks to unlock your feats in a match. The next one is Revenge Mode. Boost damage and health. All attacks are uninterruptible. Parry and throws knock enemies down. Attacks are auto parried on activation. That's a very handy one. Revenge is easily one of the best things about this game. It's so handy in a fight. The next one is Defense Reflex. Your guard stance only remains active for a limited time. After that we have Deflect. Deflect by dodging in a direction of an incoming attack just before impact. Deflect can be followed up by a riposting stab. Really important to remember. The next one is called Dagger Cancel. Cancel any heavy attack during the startup with a light attack and then the attack inflicts a bleed effect. That's pretty cool. Stab Cancel. Press X in between stabs to back away. Very handy in playing on the agile side of the Peacekeeper. Next we have the Zone Attack. Cancel Zone Attack after the first attack with B. And these are a list of moves which are specific to the Peacekeeper. No other, obviously other classes will have the Revenge Mode and things, but there's little twists in here which make these moves unique to the Peacekeeper. So what we're going to look at now are the feats which were mentioned in this list. So here are the feats. The first one is called Bounty Hunter, which is passive gain health and stamina when you kill another hero. That's pretty cool. But you can change it to Conqueror. Capture and upgrade control zones faster, so depending on the game mode, that's also pretty useful. Stealth. Hide yourself from the HUD radar and aim assist. That'll be very handy in group matches. I don't know if it'll be too handy in dual mode, but again, in the big matches like Dominion, that'll be really useful. Let's look at the next one. So we have Fiat Lux. Throw a flash grenade that blinds enemies for a few seconds. It's very Assassin's Creed style. Also quickly mention, the Peacekeeper does look very much like an assassin from the Assassin's Creed series, which is Ubisoft to be fair, so that's cool. But yeah, the flash grenade, very useful. So we'll move on to the next one. Thick Skin. Gain moderate damage reduction. For someone like the Peacekeeper, that is actually very useful because obviously you can't take as much of a beating as it is, so anything that boosts that can only be good. And finally for this one, Revenge Attacks. Attacks fill the Revenge meter. Very handy to build your Revenge mode. Ooh, Crossbow. Fire a crossbow bolt for medium damage. Next we have the Punglo Mortis. Did not pronounce that properly at all, I'm sure. Throw an explosive that deals moderate damage in an area. And then finally we have Sharpened Blade. Attacks inflict low damage over time. That's very useful. The next one's called Fear Itself. Enemies around you have lower stamina regeneration and defenses. That's very useful, especially against the big heavy hitters. Catapult. Self-explanatory. Call a catapult strike to deal massive damage over an area. And finally, Last Laugh. Drop a high damage grenade when you die. Very Call of Duty-esque, but again, that's awesome. And now we're going to go on to something really cool, my personal favorite thing about this game, which is the customization. I did actually cover this in my previous video on the Warden, so I'll just make this very brief. So as you can see here, you can change your gender. You have different outfits as well. So you've got the Battle, Elite, Mythic, and Reputation. And you unlock them as you get further through the game. And yes, again, you can change your materials, which your cloth's made out of, your ornaments. You can change specific things like your chest, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and your legs. I did cover this in the previous video, so I won't go into too much detail. And again, the very cool part. So we have weapons, chest, and helmet again. But the weapons for this one are very different because you've got the sword blade and the dagger. So I haven't actually unlocked anything, sadly, for this class, which is a real shame. But they're really cool. This is very, very Assassin's Creed-esque. I know I said that earlier, but it just is. It's so cool. And yeah, so the customization for these characters, there's a lot of effort that's gone into this, and it's definitely worth working through the ranks to find out what's different you can unlock. And again, I will show you guys the emotes for this class, just to see how different they are from the Wardens. So here are the Peacekeeper's emotes. First of all, we have the Fist Pump, which I thought was Fist Bump for a minute. That'll definitely be a team one. And the next one is Fall to Your Knees. Very dramatic. Maybe do that when one of your teammates dies. And the one you can buy is called Dummy. Let's see this. Oh, punch yourself in the face. You've got something on your face. Now let's have a look at the combat ones. We've got Unimpressed. Yeah, and what? And then we have X. Oh, where you make an X with your blades and then bow. Oh, very courteous, very honourable. And then we have hand on heart, which is one you pay for. Ah, see, these are quite honourable. They're quite decent ones. But what you guys really want to see is going to be the executions for this, because I've got a feeling they're going to be really, really cool for this class. So let's check them out. Here you can see the executions. The first one is called Led to Slaughter. Oh, it's a behead one. That's very nasty. Behead? So anyway, it's a behead one. Now let's have a look at the sacrifice. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. And then the Sunday Roast. Interesting name for an execution. Oh! Ooh! See, those are brutal. The Assassin has got some really cool ones. I say Assassin, it's Peacekeeper. I'm going to keep calling him an Assassin because he just reminds me of Altair and Ezio. But yeah, so those are the executions for the Peacekeeper class. And now finally, I'm going to try him out on a duel for you guys and see how it goes. Fingers crossed, we got this. It's fight time. So we are the fast and agile Peacekeeper against, oh, the big tanky shield guy from the Viking faction. This guy is going to be hard to beat because he can take an absolute beating and he can dish it out too, but he's slow, luckily. Like that. Oh, fall back. See, we're going to have to use our agility to our advantage and kind of do hit and run style for combat, but it will work. It will work. There we go. Oh, we actually got a very good hit there. I should have finished it. Oh, I showed too much mercy. But see, look, we're really having to use speed against this guy because he's a lot bigger and stronger than us, so speed is key. Oh. Luckily, we can get away from him very quickly. He's blocking overhead. That's fine by me. Oh. A bit of a cool move there. Oh. Execution. We got it. Which one do we go for? Oh. Goodbye, sir. And there you have it. Yeah, that is how you duel as a Peacekeeper. Just keep rolling away. Just be agile. Use your agility to your advantage, and you got this. And there you have it. There is basically pretty much most of the things covered, if not all, for the Peacekeeper. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please leave a like. And yeah, if you have any questions you would like to ask, please leave them in the comment section below. And we'd really appreciate it if you give us a subscribe. That would be amazing. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.